guys, welcome back to my channel and to a very requested video. So at the very beginning of the year I asked you guys what kind of videos you guys wanted to see this year, and the number one video request that I got was how I do my eyebrows, which is crazy to me because I literally don't have a technique. So this is going to be a really quick little video. So a little backstory really quickly. So when I had bangs before, I used to have really thick eyebrows. This is when thick eyebrows were very on trend, and I thought that it kind of framed my face a little bit better when I had bangs. When I started doing vintage hair like this, I feel like they were just a little bit too bold and they didn't really go with the era. So I kind of started to look around and see what kind of eyebrows I wanted to have. So I landed on late 1930s, early 1940s because I feel like they kind of arched a little bit better without being too thin or too strong like 1940s eyebrows were. And I don't know, it just kind of framed my face a little bit better. It kind of softened all my features, which is really great because I have a lot of angles on my face, so I feel like the arched eyebrows kind of make everything a little bit softer. I don't have a particular photo that I reference, but like I said, late 1930s, early 1940s, definitely more Vivian Leigh, Jean Tierney kind of look. So those are kind of the photos that I was looking at. So yeah, let's get started. You don't really need too much. Everything that I use you probably already own. So yeah, let's just get right into it. Okay, so excuse the fact that I look absolutely crazy right now with no eyebrows. I don't know how people pull off the bleached eyebrows look because I look like an alien right now and I absolutely hate it, so let's just ignore that. Okay, so I'm going to do a really quick little tutorial on how I do my eyebrows because I really don't want to make this too long because honestly, there's really not much to say. Before, I used to have like really thick eyebrows because I had bangs, so I feel like it just kind of framed my face a little bit better. So when I stopped having bangs and started doing more of like the vintage kind of hair, I wanted to have something a little bit more vintage inspired. I kind of wanted to reshape my eyebrow while still kind of maintaining the actual natural shape of my eyebrows. I didn't want to like completely wipe everything out and then draw something completely different on. So what I did is I grabbed a eyebrow pencil. This one is just the NYX micro brow pencil in brunette, and what I did the very first time that I wanted to reshape my eyebrows is I kind of just drew on the eyebrow that I wanted. So with whatever hair was on my eyebrow, it didn't really matter. I just kind of like drew on the shape that I wanted. So I guess I can do it on this one. So I basically just draw the shape that I wanted. Like I said, I did try to keep the same shape as my natural eyebrow. Like I know mine kind of is a little bit more straight, I guess you could say. Well, you can't really tell now because I've been doing my eyebrows like this for a while, but I kind of did try to mimic the natural shape of my eyebrow while still making it a little bit more curved. I don't really know if that makes any sense. It's just kind of like how I did it. And yeah, so I did that. And then this is just like a really simple outline. And then I grab a mirror that has magnification. This one is a vintage one, but it does have the magnification on it, so it's really great for doing my eyebrows. So I used that, and then some tweezers, and then anything that was kind of like outside of that line, I plucked it out without getting too close to that line because obviously it's a little bit hard to tell like when you're getting really close to it because you just kind of like drew on your eyebrows, so you can't really see properly. But if I have hairs that are like all the way out here, for example, then obviously that's not going to be part of my eyebrow. Same with ones that are up here. And okay, I will say it's a little bit controversial if you want to pluck your eyebrows above your eyebrow. A lot of people say that you shouldn't do that because it doesn't really grow back as well. I'm fully aware of that, so do what you want to do. I personally will pluck them anyway. I used to do this before when I had my thicker eyebrows anyway, so I know I always pluck above my eyebrows, but that's definitely more of like a personal preference. So for the very first time that I did it, I will go through and just pluck out anything that is not even remotely close to that line, and yeah. Okay, so once that is done, I would wipe it off and then I would go into the step that I'm going to be starting off with this eyebrow because this one already has the shape on it. So basically everything that I would do after that would just be getting the little hairs that are really close to that line, depending on how thin you want your eyebrows to be. Don't go too thin at the very start. When I actually fill it in, I do it a little bit thicker than how this one looks right now. But then these are the ones that I would get a little bit closer to where that shape is, just to make sure that it's all really nice and even. So then I would go a little bit closer to the actual eyebrows. And want to keep in mind, depending on the shape of your natural eyebrow, I know mine does this, is because the front part of my eyebrow is a little bit straighter. It doesn't go as curved. So I do have to trim the very front part of my eyebrows, because if I don't do that, then it just kind of starts out like a straight line and then it arches. So it looks like I'm going like this all the time, which I really don't want that expression on my face when I'm just kind of like my face is resting. So I do like to trim that. So that is where the next step kind of comes in. So when you have your eyebrows that thin, sometimes when your eyebrows are a little bit too, like the eyebrow hairs are a little bit too long, it kind of starts to look a little bit messy. So that brings us to the next step. So this is what I like to do. I grab this little mirror that has a little stand on it. So this one is just like a tiny little Art Deco mirror that I have, and I put this like on my bathroom counter, and then I just like kneel and look at myself, because this one is really great for tweezing because you don't need both hands. But when I'm using the scissors and the little comb, I need both of my hands. I have this little tool. I don't even know where I got this from. You can probably get this at like Walmart or any like pharmacy or something. And it's just like two little combs. So it's really great for basically lifting up your eyebrow. And then when they're lifted, I just like trim those pieces, if that makes sense. And then I have this little scissors. They're really, really small. They're for eyebrows. And then I go like this and I will just trim the little pieces that are a little bit longer. Because sometimes I will actually hold the comb in my hand like this so that it's lifted, and then I will start trimming it. That way I don't like accidentally trim too much, you know? So I will like lift it and hold it and then trim like right above it, if that makes sense. I don't really know how to explain it other than that. So hopefully that's helpful. Make sure I trim that very, very front piece. Okay, now for the final step, which is actually filling in my eyebrows. So this one I like partially filled in already because I was showing you guys, but this one has nothing on it right now, and you can literally see how big of a difference it makes on my face. But anyway, so like I said, I used the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in Brunette. I'm going to be linking this below in case you guys are interested, but you can basically get it anywhere. Like Walmart has it, Shoppers Drug Mart has it. Usually I will do my eyebrows on like a really big mirror in the bathroom because I like to see it compared to like my entire face. And I just basically fill it in. There's really nothing, there's no strategy, there's no technique of any sort. I just basically fill in the shape, all one shade, and that's it. I usually start out here at the front, and I will just go like this, and go like this. And I do like it for it to go down a little bit so that it creates kind of like an arch, you know? Sometimes I'll use my finger and I'll just kind of like make it cleaner. Sometimes I'll actually go in and do a second coat just because whenever I put like hairspray on or something, I feel like it adds like a little bit of a cast on my eyebrows, and I really want them to be very dark. And yeah, that is basically how I do them. I'm not really sure how informative this video was because I really don't have a technique, if that makes sense. Like I just kind of like fill them in. There's really nothing to it. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. Let me know in the comments below if you guys want to see a full-on everyday makeup tutorial. I know there was a couple of requests for that, so let me know in the comments below if you guys are interested in that. Don't forget to subscribe as well as turn on your post notifications so that you don't miss out on any new videos. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!